In this video we would be doing the fourth question from the July Lead Coding Challenge, and it's known as the ugly numbers 2. So write a program to find the nth ugly number. So what is an ugly number? An ugly number is a positive number whose prime factors only include 2 or 3 or 5 or all of them, or any valid sets of them. So I would be given a number n and I have to print the nth ugly number, right? So if you see, 1 is an ugly number, right? So 1 is the first ugly number. Now the second ugly number would be 2, 3 and 5 as per the definition. Now these informations are given, so I have to find the nth ugly number. So how can we do that? So if we see, if a number x is an ugly number, then x into 2, x into 5 and x into 3, all these three numbers are also an ugly number, right? So given a number 2, 3 and 5, if I need to generate more ugly numbers, I would multiply 2 with 2 so that I generate 4. I'll multiply 2 with 3 so that I generate 6. I would multiply 2 with 5 so that I generate 10. So 2 is being exhausted, right? So I've generated 3 more ugly numbers. I'm multiplying 2 with 2 and 3 and 5. Now I would go ahead and multiply 3 with 2, 6, it's already generated. I would go ahead and multiply 3 with 3, that gives us 9. I would go ahead and multiply 3 with 5, that's 15, but 15 is more than n, so I'll skip. Now let's go ahead and go to the number so after 2 and after 3, the next ugly number is 4. So from 4 I can generate 4 into 2, that's 8, and 4 into 3, that's 12. So I've generated all the ugly numbers that are present over here, and 1 is the starting element of all, right? 1 is the starting element of all. So the whole concept is nothing but you have to keep on generating the elements. Now two things that you need to keep in mind. One is you cannot have multiple elements. Like for example, if you see the element 10, so 10 can be generated by multiplying 2 with 5, and 10 can also be generated by multiplying this 5 with 2, right? So 2 into 5 and 5 into 2, they both equals to 10. So I need to have unique values, so I can use a set. The next thing that happens is that whatever numbers I should generate, as you can see, I generated random numbers. From 2, 3 and 5, I first generated 4, right? Then 6, then 10. So I skipped 8 and 9, so these are not in order. So I cannot tell that whatever the generation order is, that is the actual magnitude order. That is not. So I need to maintain an order, and I need to also maintain the unique elements. So that's it, and that's the use of a set. Now n can get typically very large, since 1690 is typically a very big number of such a kind of n. So I would be returning in 32t, and I would be having a set, right? So I would be doing set, and I won't be doing int, rather I would be having a long so as to fit. So I would have insert 1, and I'll have a while n minus minus. This is what I'll have. So what I'll insert, I'll what my answer will be. Let's go ahead and define an int answer equals to 1. Now every time my answer would be the first element in the set, which is the smallest element. So if I need to find the first ugly number, I would always have to go to the first element in the set, because the set contains all the ugly numbers, and the nth smallest ugly number would be nothing but the nth pointer, that nth element in the set, right? So my answer would always be the first element of the set, current answer. So this would be nothing but s dot begin, and since s dot begin is a pointer, I would have a value to its pointer, and I would pop this up. Since I've used s dot begin, I'll pop this up, and I would do s dot erase, and I would pop the first element, and I would push, or rather I would insert answer dot 2 as my ugly number. I would go ahead and insert answer into 3 as my ugly number, and insert answer into 5 as my ugly number, and I would repeat all this stuff until it is n minus minus. So basically I'll repeat all this stuff until n extinguishes, or in other place, or in other way I can tell that I would keep on adding ugly numbers in the set, and I would keep on updating my answer to the first element of the set for n times, so that at last my answer, whatever is there in this variable answer, is nothing but the nth ugly number. So I would go ahead and return answer, and I think this should be okay. So okay, one thing is I won't be using int of answer, I would be using log of answer, right? So that I avoid any overflow. So okay, this was from the previous run. So yeah, so right, so 1407 is giving me the right answer. Let's go ahead and submit. I think it would get submitted now. So yeah, it's accepted, right? So this was a pretty damn easy question, but although a little you need to keep your mind thinking in the data structure that is being used. And that's all for now, and thank you, and keep watching and subscribe. Thanks.